So we're looking at part of quiz number 3, and there's a few questions we want to look at here. This particular student got a few wrong, and we just want to talk about them. The first one, question number 2, this is on solving a system by substitution. So I noticed two things right away is that you don't have ordered pairs around your solution. It's an ordered pair, so you would need to put parentheses on there. But I also noticed that the y value you have is positive 1. So I'm guessing that you had your y value first, and maybe you just missed the negative on that 1. So let's check this one out first. But I'm assuming that we're going to find the y value first, and that would be where your mistake occurred. So in this one, I know what x is equal to already. X is equal to 8y plus 3. So I'm going to substitute that into the top equation for x. So my top equation is going to become negative 6 times the 8y plus 3, then minus 9y, then equals 39. So I'm going to distribute on the top equation, so it's going to be 6 times 8, negative 48y, and then minus, I've got 6 times 3, so 18, and then minus the 9y equals our 39. Okay, so we've got like terms right here, the negative 48y and the negative 9y. So if I add those up, let's find out. Negative 48 minus 9 adds up to negative 57. That would be negative 57y minus 18 equals our 39. And the thing we'd want to do next would be to add 18 to both sides, giving us negative 57y equals, I'm not sure, I'm going to use my calculator right now to do 39 plus 18, and it comes up as 57. So now I would want to divide both sides by negative 57. Oops, wrong button there. So divide both sides by negative 57 each. And so that is going to get me a y value of negative 1. So my guess is that when you or the student worked this problem, what they did was accidentally lose that negative on that y value. And then they got the wrong x value because they didn't have the right y value. So the y value does come out to be negative 1. Remember that I need both x and y values to get my final answer here. So I'm going to use the equation that already has x solved for. This is x equals 8 times y, and y is negative 1. Then plus 3, so the x value is negative 8 plus 3, so negative 5. The x value is negative 5. Okay? So the final answer is going to be the ordered pair, negative 5 for the x value, comma, negative 1 for the y value. If we flip over to our quiz screen, we should be able to check that. Negative 5 for the x value, comma, negative 1 for the y value. Good. Okay. So even though there was a mistake, we were able to figure out where it was. It was just a sign error on the y value, which caused the x value to be incorrect. Then again, you get to make sure you put parentheses around this because it's not just two distinct numbers for one letter. It's an ordered pair, a number for x and a number for y. Okay, so I'm going to pick another one. I'm just going to skip a few. I'm going to check out 8, and then maybe we'll pick out one more. Okay, so 8, perform the conversion. Okay, so I need to do feet per second into miles per hour. Okay, so I start off with 700 feet, and I'm going to try to write it like this, feet over seconds, because per, or that slash division line, I could write as a fraction. I know it's not easy to type a fraction. I'm going to type my fraction like this. Okay. Now I want to multiply that by a new fraction, where the new fraction is going to have the conversions I want. Now I need two different conversions. First of all, I need hang on for a second. I'm going to open up a different piece of software. It's going to make my fraction typing a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to try this one more time. I can type a fraction. It was 700 feet per second. It's just going to be a lot easier for me to type it this way. Okay, times and the new fraction that needs to have the conversion. Now I need to convert both feet and seconds. So let's do feet first. I need to know how many feet are in a mile. You can look at your conversion sheet for this, but 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Feet need to go in the denominator here, so they'll cancel with the feet in the numerator up here. So feet and feet. Let's see if I can I probably can't cancel 2 units at once. So feet and feet will cancel. And I'll have 1 mile in the numerator. That is the unit I desire, so that's good. Then I'm going to multiply by another fraction to get rid of seconds. Okay, I'm just going to erase the feet right here because they cancel, just trying to keep my units clean. So right now I'm in miles per second. I need to get rid of seconds. So I need a conversion fact from seconds to, I can't do hours right away, but I can do seconds to minutes. And I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. I need to put seconds in the numerator so that seconds in the numerator will cancel the seconds in the denominator down here. That puts me in the units miles per minute. So one more multiplication of a fraction to go into minutes to hours. I know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So I'm going to be able to cancel the minutes in the numerator with the minutes in the denominator, the units there, and end up with just the units miles over hours. Okay, so multiply all the way across the top. I've got my calculator on my table here, so 700 times 1 times 60 times 60 in the numerator gives me 2520000. So that looks like 552,000, and on the bottom I have 5,280 times 1 times 1 times 1, so that's just 5,280. So divide, and we get 477.272, so 273. And our units are going to be, again, miles per hour. So we can write this as miles per hour. I just noted that the directions said round to the nearest whole number. So I wanted to round to the nearest whole number since the decimal place after is 2. That would not round up, so it's going to stay at 477 miles per hour, round to the nearest whole. So it looks like you knew exactly what to do because you have the exact right answer. Your decimal place is a little bit off because mine was 0.2 or 0.27, which would have been 0.3. You just got the rounding wrong because it wanted to round to the nearest whole number. Again, being really careful about those directions and where to round it to. So everything you did was perfect on this one. Okay. Check out one more, and then I will let you send some questions to me in particular for videos. Let's check out. I wonder if these ones mean that you didn't answer them because they don't have a red X. Let's check out one that you did answer. Let's check out the last one, number 13. Okay, so yep, you gave an answer of 1. Not going to work right here. We definitely need this to be an expression that contains variables. So let's start this one off. This one starts off as y equals, capital Y equals, or case sensitive here for sure. So y equals the fraction p plus q plus r over 3. Okay. First thing I would do, my goal is to solve for q, would be to multiply both sides by the common denominator, which is 3, so to multiply both sides by 3. Okay, so when I multiply both sides by 3, the denominators are going to cancel with each other. I should be able to cancel a one-term thing. So my denominators are going to cancel, and we're going to be left then with y times 3, which is 3y, equals p plus q plus r. Okay. Next, I want q by itself. Only thing that's going on is it's being added to p and added to r, so I should be able to subtract p and subtract r from both sides. Okay, so I can't really write in this particular format. I can't hit space, so I'm just going to subtract p and r from both sides. What that's going to give me is 3y minus p minus r equals our q. Because when I subtract p and when I subtract r, they go away. Okay? There we go. Put them back up here for my work. But this would be my final answer for Q. Okay, so I would write that my answer is, it's okay. My answer, oh, there we go. My answer is Q equals 3 capital Y minus P minus R. And I do want to note that that's case sensitive. So if you typed a lowercase y right there, it would mark it wrong because the case matters in problems like this. Hope that helps. Please look through the rest of them and let me know what other ones, I just picked them randomly, so let me know what other ones you would like to talk about.